Hi guys, it's Ben Heath, and in this video I'm going to talk about Facebook ads and seasonality. How does seasonal variation affect your Facebook ads, your Facebook advertising performance? Because it really does. Okay, it's a very important topic and I'm going to cover it in this video. Now before we get into that, I just want to very quickly ask for you to smash the like button on this video. Click that like button, that'd be very much appreciated and really help me out. And of course subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new and haven't done so already. Okay, so seasonal variation. How does what's going on in the calendar and the time of year affect your Facebook ad performance? And it really does. And I want to emphasize that as a very important point. A lot of Facebook advertisers don't really think about the fact that they're advertising to real people, real audiences that are affected by many things that are external to their Facebook ad account. They think that, you know, it's the adjustments, it's the targeting options, it's the ads that are going to deliver success. And that is definitely true over the long run. It's important to have that attitude because at the end of the day, that's all you can really control. But if you're aware of how the time of year affects your Facebook advertising results, it can stop you drawing false conclusions and therefore making bad decisions and making bad optimization. So I'm recording this video in mid-August. It's a perfect time to talk about seasonality and how that affects Facebook advertising, because basically from now to the end of the year, for 4.5 months, the calendar can have a big impact on your Facebook advertising results. As I said, completely external to whatever it is that you're doing in your Facebook ad account as a Facebook advertiser from an adjustment optimization standpoint. So right now it's mid-August. So what have we got going on right now? Well, obviously you have to put seasonality through a filter of this is not going to apply to everywhere in the world all at once. You know, Australia and New Zealand have the reverse seasons to North America and Europe, okay, because they're in different parts of the world. But if I focus, because the majority of the advertising we do is going to be Europe, North America, and it's probably the majority of people that are watching my videos are going to be advertising at least in those markets, even if they're advertising in other markets as well. What happens in August? So many people, such a high proportion of the population is going to go on holiday, going to go on vacation during the month of August. How does that affect things? Well, if you sell any sort of product that is summer friendly, sunglasses being a classic example, it's going to be a brilliant time of year for you. Fantastic. You want to be spending a lot of your Facebook ad budget during this time of the year because everyone's about to go away, they need a new pair of sunglasses, etc. But for a lot of businesses, particularly those that are seen as more serious, so anything B2B, a lot of service providers, August is going to be a pretty bad month in terms of generating results. And you just got to think about it. How does going on vacation affect your behavior? So for me, for example, whilst I'm away, obviously, I'm not going to be doing anything work-related, not going to be doing anything house-related, anything sort of serious purchase. I'm not hiring a coach, consultant. I'm not buying any trainings, anything like that, okay? I'm also not doing that, not just for, let's say, the week I'm away, but probably the week before I go away. Because why am I going to start working with someone new or invest in something if I'm just about to go away? I'm the week before I go away, I'm already getting ready to go away. And I'm also not going to do it for the week after I come back from vacation because I'm playing catch up. You know what it's like, go away on vacation, come back, your emails, everything to deal with. So if I go away for just a week in August, that's 3 weeks, a week either side, that a lot of more serious products and services, it's just not something that's going to interest me. I'm just not in the market for those at that standpoint. And so many people in Europe and North America will go away during August that has a huge impact on these businesses. I've worked with lots of businesses that sell online training programs and things like that. And they will see cost per purchase that is 30-40% higher in August than what it then is in September. And it's easy to think, oh, my campaigns aren't performing well, I need to make a load of adjustments. If you're not aware of how seasonality affects your results, then you make a load of adjustments and you jeopardize your campaigns going forward. When actually sometimes you need to go, you know what? 30% higher cost per purchase this time of year makes a lot of sense. Because, as I said, people are away, they're doing other things, their minds are elsewhere. Okay, so it's really important. I can't just say that August is a bad month, because August is a bad month for some businesses. It's a fantastic month for other businesses. If you're, anything to do with vacations, anything to do with people being outside and enjoying themselves and restaurants and all that sort of stuff, it's a fantastic time of year in these markets, okay? Then we move on to September. Now, September is very different. Kids go back to school, people get a lot more serious about how they're going, about their lives in general. It's when people are really thinking, right, I'm going to kick on with my business now. I'm going to start a new training program. I'm going to do this, that. So a lot of the businesses that suffer during August do really well during September. So a lot of those course providers, consultants, coaches, a lot of B2B services, a lot of products and things to do with the home do really, really well in September because people are back home, they're thinking about things, they're being more serious, they're in a more serious frame of mind. October is going to perform relatively similar to September. You're starting to move into colder months. People are sort of in the home more, which again has an impact if you're advertising anything to do with the property. But those are two normally very sort of representative, stable and solid months for Facebook advertisers, and it's not sort of crazy either way, whether it's a fantastic month or a bad month. It's pretty solid. In October, and definitely moving into November, we really start to see the impact of Christmas. And what that's going to do is that's going to make basically the cost of all Facebook advertising that much higher. In the US, you've obviously got Thanksgiving, which is another extra element that a lot of advertising is sort of done around. But really, Christmas is a big driver, and that's going to affect things. Now, again, does that mean that Q4, and not so much October, early October, but late October, November, and the early parts of December, does that mean that you shouldn't be advertising then? Well, no, and it also completely depends on your product and service. Some businesses sell 70, 80% of their sales for the Christmas market. That's what, they're a gift type product. In which case, even though it's more expensive to advertise, that's absolutely when you want to be advertising. Absolutely. What a fantastic time. That's when people are in the market for your products and services. If you are offering those more serious things, consultancy, coaching, things like that, it might be a bit more expensive for you to generate leads and new customers during the early part of that. So let's say late October, November, and those sorts of times, maybe even early December. Probably doesn't mean you shouldn't be advertising, but again, you need to be aware of how that affects things because you don't want to draw false conclusions about Facebook advertising. Then we get into sort of early December, and you have the same sort of thing then as what you do in August. People's minds are elsewhere. No one's thinking about doing anything to their home, building their business, all these, those are sort of major categories. They're not normally thinking about their health either. The home, work and business, and your health are three absolutely gigantic categories that govern a ton of different smaller niches to do with products and services you can sell on Facebook. So just have a think about how that's going to affect the cost. As I said, don't draw false conclusions. Then we get into late December, so very much Christmas, build up to New Year. And again, depending on what it is that you offer, this could be an absolutely terrible time of year to be advertising. So if you are offering an online training program, if you're a consultant, if you're a B2B service provider, if you are looking to generate leads and you're a roofer, this is probably not going to be a great time of year for you at all because people's minds are elsewhere. So don't run a campaign through November. It performed really well. It started to trail off a bit in mid-December, and then from December 15th to December 30th, it just performs really badly. Well, okay, just have a think. Why might that be? Might that just be because of the time of the year? Yes, it absolutely could be. Again, other products and services might be fantastic time of year to advertise. What are people likely to buy if they're at home with their families? Tons of food, lots of, fun little gifty type stuff. These sorts of businesses can do really well during that time. So it's not as simple to say as it's a good time of year, a bad time of year. You got to do it for your products and services. So hopefully what I've done there is highlighted what you're likely to see in certain months depending on your business, and made you stop and pause when you're analysing your campaign in early December versus how it performed in early October, and you're thinking, we've run these new ads haven't worked well. Okay, just think about it. Is it because the ads haven't worked well, or is it because of the time of year? Do you need to test those new ads again in January or February to see how they perform in sort of more representative conditions? Okay, these things have a huge impact on your Facebook advertising. Hopefully that video's been useful. If it has, please smash a like on this video. Please comment below to let me know. That's much appreciated. And of course, subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new. Before you go, a couple of things I want to quickly mention. The first is my Facebook Ads Mastermind group, free Facebook group, 43,000 members full of people just like you that want to get better results for Facebook advertising. asking questions, getting them answered. Fantastic community. There will be a link in the video description below if you want to join, completely free to do so. I also do live trainings in the group every single week. So we'd love to have you in there. Go ahead and click on that link and join. Another thing I want to mention is our Facebook advertising services. So my company is a Facebook advertising agency. We create, manage and optimize campaigns for our clients. We work with clients in all sorts of industries, all over the world, in English-speaking countries. We do have a minimum requirement in terms of budget of $3,000 a month. But if you've got $3,000 a month to spend or want to spend that sort of budget, and you're interested in finding more about having a professional agency like mine create, manage, optimize your Facebook ad campaigns, and let's be honest, almost certainly deliver better results than you've been able to do yourself previously, given the fact that we're professionals and experts and we do this all day long, spend millions of dollars on the platform, then what you should do is you should go ahead and book a free call with me. You could book a free 30-minute call where I can find out a bit more about your business. You can find out more about our services, how we work, the charges associated, and we can basically see if we'd be a good fit and we'd be able to help you out and all that sort of stuff. No obligation, of course, pretty informal. There'll be a link in the video description below. Scroll down to that. Go ahead and book a slot into my calendar. There's usually about a 1 to 2 week wait time. There's a lot of demand for our services, so just keep that in mind. But I'd love to have a chat and see if we may be able to work together. As I said, please only book a session if you do meet the budget criteria of having $3,000 or more per month to spend. But if so, we'd love to speak with you and potentially work together and help you produce fantastic results. Okay, thanks a lot for watching, guys. Don't forget to smash that like button. Best of luck with your Facebook advertising, and I'll talk to you soon. Thanks. Bye for now. Bye.